All right, a little over an hour to go for the policy, the RBI policy. The MPC will announce its decision. 25 basis point hike is what is being expected, at least by economists. We'll see how it goes. Well, let's get to the market then. 8 minutes to go for the pre-open session as well. And we have our technical experts with us. Kush Bohra and Sudarshan Sukhani are with us with what they're making of the sort of price action from yesterday. Gentlemen, good morning. Good to have both of you here. Sudarshan, will it be a case of a very different first 1 hour, 1.5 hours, and then a different second half based on what the RBI policy throws up? And even without the RBI policy, how are things looking? We had a pretty constructive day yesterday.
Yeah, good morning. See, we've had 4 days of gains. It has established the Nifty in a strong uptrend. So the trade is to buy on dips. But after 4 days of gains, normally the markets go into a huddle, they go into a consolidation. Now, we can't time it and say the 5th day will be consolidation or the 6th day. But given today's environment, there is a news event, the markets may become volatile in the beginning of the trading day and then consolidate for the rest of the day. This appears to be a likely scenario. So the trade today is, no matter how sharp the dip is, the dip only should be bought. I'm not looking to go short under any circumstances. Wait patiently for sharp corrections and buy them.
Okay, wait for sharp corrections and buy. I think you've been holding on to that stance for a while. Kush Bohra is also joining in. Kush, this is a market that has gained 600 points from the lows that we saw in March. So it's put in the good work, right? Do you see more upsides here? And what's the trade considering we're heading into a long weekend?
So first up, Sonia, thank you for having me on the show. And let me say, I could not have emphasized, as well as Sudarshan already has about buying the dips. That would be my strategy as well. Look, for sure, 17,800 and 42,000 could be the first pit stops for the market. That's the kind of rally that, we are seeing. However, in the near term, the PCR on the Nifty is indicating slight overbuying and Bank Nifty is up for 6 trade sessions. Now, that is making a case for, perhaps a pause today. Multiple factors, a weekly expiry, the long weekend, RBI policy, but that will be out of the way, let's say in an hour or so, correct? So unless the RBI has a, Good Friday gift for the markets, I think the weekly expiry today could be range bound, but any dip, will be, bought for sure. 17,800 where I see Nifty in the coming days, and 41,800, 42,000 is where I see the Bank Nifty in the coming days. 17,300 would be a support zone, and 40,600 on the Bank Nifty would be a support zone.
Okay, all right, Kush, good to note your view on the index, but fill us in with a couple of stock calls then. What's on your radar?
Well, 2 calls and 2 very different technical setups. Now, first is DMart. Now, this stock has actually fallen out of flavor from of the investors for a very long time now. But if I see the kind of up move that the stock has started, it's formed a base around 3,300 levels, and the up move has been strong and sure. So DMart is a stock that I would have on my radar from a trading perspective, be it from an investment perspective. Immediate targets 3750 and 3900, and the stop loss would be 3590. The second stock, completely opposite, the stock has been doing well, which is Tejas Networks. I think I spoke about this stock the last couple of weeks also with a target of 625. That's been very easily met. Now investors could hold on to this for a target of 650, and the trailing stop loss here now would be 615.
Okay, Sudarshan, how about you?
Well, PI Industries is a buying opportunity. The stock has gone through a deep correction. It's a good quality share. So consider buying with a stop under 2,900. Steel Authority, SAIL is my only intraday short. It's a stop above 84. And just the opposite, surprisingly, Tata Steel, where a positional buy is emerging. So apparently this is a stronger steel stock and SAIL is not, at least on the charts. So buy Tata Steel with a stop under 101. And Berger Paints, which had a very small correction and completed that correction yesterday, is a buy, the stop under 560.
Okay, well, gentlemen, thanks very much. We'll come back to you for 9-10 calls in a bit from now. But as I think Sudarshan put it well, 4 days of gains and maybe the markets go into a bit of a huddle sideways would not be, terribly bad or anything of that sort. We've had a decent move fairly soon. We'll take a very quick break here. We'll come back, get you more stocks that you need to keep an eye out on. The pre-open will be with us. We'll also have Nitin Agarwal of Motilal Oswal Financial Services, and we'll discuss the pre-quarterly updates from banks and financial companies which have been coming through. Stay with us.